Avowed claims victory over the evil chuds. Yeah, that's right. Let it sink in. We were wrong. Avowed. Success. 10 out of 10, in fact. Best game. Game of the year, maybe, even. Game of the year times 2, maybe. Who honestly knows? Anyway, yeah, Obsidian is claiming victory. Okay. Not that anyone cares any longer, honestly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I got ourselves a hilarious article to go over with you guys today. This one's from TrueAchievements, and it's talking about the fact that Xbox's Avowed is apparently, according to them, one of the biggest RPGs of 2025 so far. I am not kidding. They are even trying to say that Avowed is bigger than Monster Hunter Wilds. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Avowed.
I mean, listen, if you're gonna lie, you might as well just go full send it mode at this point, okay? Everyone is making fun of Avowed. Everyone made fun of Avowed. Everyone knows it's a disaster. So if you're gonna lie that it was a success, you might as well go all out with it, okay? Monster Hunter Wilds, that's not even a success story, okay? Avowed has at least 200 times more players than Monster Hunter Wilds. You just don't know it because you're an evil Nazi chud. Okay? It is what it is.
The game that hit a Steam concurrent player count of 19,198 is somehow a bigger success than Monster Hunter Wilds, a game that hit almost 1.4 million concurrent players on Steam, all because of Game Pass, ladies and gentlemen. I am not kidding you.
Yeah, Game Pass. You know the thing that's not working out for Xbox? Because of that thing.
So let's get into this article, guys, from TrueAchievements. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So the headline caught my attention, and it said Xbox got 4 major RPGs in early 2025. Which was the biggest? We are bringing you the Xbox RPG player counts from early 2025 and placing them in order of the most to least popular, including Avowed and Monster Hunter Wilds. We've collated the Xbox RPG player counts from early 2025 to give you a look into the levels of popularity of all 4 AAA games released in the genre. While it's no surprise that Avowed was the most played, how did Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Monster Hunter Wilds fare alongside JRPGs like Dragon, Pirate,
I'm pretty sure Avowed was not popular by any of these. And this guy is saying, oh yeah, Avowed crushed it. Okay.
Dragon, Pirate, Yakuza. So again, it says 3 major RPGs and a JRPG released in earlier 2025. We found that Avowed was the most popular among Xbox players. No way, dude. No way. I am shocked, I tell you. I am shocked. You mean to tell me that the game that was made for the Xbox platform, the game that was meant to be feeding the Game Pass machine, you mean to tell me that the game that was available for free for all Game Pass subscribers somehow is the most played game on Xbox?
I honestly don't believe that's even true. Now, this is just a hunch, but I don't honestly believe that's true. It doesn't matter if this shit is for free. Like, who the hell is gonna play it?
There ain't no way, cuh. There ain't no way. That's unbelievable. We've, what the fuck? Obsidian's game was released into Xbox Game Pass, giving it a massive player boost. Exactly, because without Game Pass, this game will be dead, right? This game will be absolutely dead. We already know that. Nobody would have bought this game. They would have waited for a sale, and Obsidian would be cooked. And to
I mean, no one already bought this game. It was free for most people.
be honest with you, Obsidian is cooked anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, Game Pass are not sales, right? So you can subscribe to Game Pass, play this game in its entirety, and nobody would care. And you essentially bought it for a small price of like, what, $15.99 or something like that? Who really knows? We were lucky enough to have 4 high-quality games that would slot right into Beck's Xbox RPGs in early 2025. So we worked out the most popular of these AAA releases using a gameplay data sample from over 3.1 million active Xbox accounts, courtesy of our partnership with Game Trends, which draws most of its data from sources beyond TrueAchievements. In the list below, I've taken the player counts from our representative sample using the first week of data. I've got their initial position from our weekly Xbox charts and compared each game's player count to Avowed, the most popular RPG from earlier 2025. Obviously, like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is categorized as a JRPG, but I think it swims in the same pool as these other games, bro. The amount of cope to try to convince people that Avowed is the most popular, right? Like, why are we now celebrating?
Like, there's no point in this. Everyone knows this is bullshit. And Game Pass sales are not working. I know there's a lot of Xbox fanboys, because at the end, by the way, the conversation about Avowed wasn't actually vocal losers defending it. It was Xbox fanboys saying, "Oh no, everything on Xbox is the best ever. It's the best ever." Grow a spine, grow a brain, fucking get a life, losers. Go fucking touch grass or some shit. Jesus Christ. Why does everything always on Xbox need to be the best thing ever, in your opinion? Why? Xbox has been irrelevant for, I don't know, the past decade when it comes to gaming? Xbox literally gave up and said, "Hey, Sony, you can suicide this shit on your own without." And then they went to the Game Pass subscription model, which they have been reporting year after year is not making enough money and is a failure. I mean, that's just me, maybe. Who knows?
Games that are the most rented, right? I don't understand, where is this even coming from? It's coming from a place of either cope, or it's coming from a place of studios that are desperately trying to utilize Game Pass numbers as some form of metric of success, which is ridiculous. Same thing Ubisoft is doing with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Who cares how many players you have, my guy? If you are selling a game that is not a free-to-play game and is not a live service game, I don't care about how many players you have. I care about how many sales you had. And none of you want to talk about sales because you guys are not selling. Quite frankly, Assassin's Creed Shadows sold way more than Avowed ever did. Nobody cared about Avowed. Nobody cared about Avowed to the point where they wanted to own it. Very few people ever actually did. For the most part, people were checked out and they just wanted to say, okay, well, I'll check it out on Game Pass, or I'll wait for a super sale, right? $5, $7, whatever the case would be. I'll wait for a super sale and then I'll pick it up. So then it says, comparing the four will give you a better sense of just how well the games have performed. So here's the full list of the most popular RPGs. Okay, so number one, they have Avowed at number 4 most popular Xbox game from February 24th to March 2nd. Monster Hunter Wilds minus 44.3% players compared to Avowed's first week, and number 11 most popular Xbox game from March 3rd to March 9th. Imagine trying to downplay Monster Hunter Wilds on Xbox to
yeah, I mean, Monster Hunter Wilds is without question the biggest. Then it's Kingdom Come, and then it's Like a Dragon. Like, how? Like, what is this? Like, what is this?
prop up Avowed, which was the Game Pass game on Xbox. It's literally being given away. Of course, it's going to be the number 4 most popular Xbox game. When you don't have to pay for the game and you have access to the game for free, essentially with game.
By the way, again, we're talking about numbers that typically don't even exceed 10K. The number 10th most popular played game on Xbox any given time is between 3,000 and maybe super maximum 10,000 concurrent players. That's not a lot. That is not a lot for the 10th most played game on fucking Xbox, okay? Not a lot at all. Pretty bad, in fact.
Game Pass.
This is why I don't take into account Xbox numbers or, console numbers in general ever. They're useless. Like, it's a minority.
And yes, I gotta imagine that a lot of people are gonna download them. Is this based off playtime or is this based off downloads? Like, what's the deal here? And so it says that 11 most popular Xbox game from March 3rd to March 9th, ironically, and then Kingdom Come Deliver. Oh, so it jumped up from 44.3% players compared to Avowed's first week. It jumped up to the 11th most popular game on Xbox the week following. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I gotta imagine, KCD2 is not an Xbox game. I gotta imagine, right? I'm gonna use the same excuse these losers do all the time. They like to say, well, Assassin's Creed Shadows is not a PC game. It's a console game. Dragon Age Veilguard is not a PC game. It's a console game. There's all this cope and all.
I think all of that is bullshit.
All these studios have completely died because of it. And now Ubisoft had to sell with Tencent in order to make.
There has not been anything even remotely close to a console market for a decade at least at this point. Again, if there was, Xbox would literally not give up on their position. Really. They just gave up and said, PlayStation, you can have all of the whatever the fucks. We don't care. We have no games. And that's pretty much it. If console was so popular, so lucrative, so everything, then why did Xbox just give up on it? Does anyone know? No, you don't.
Some new subsidiary to save their asses because of their failures the last couple of years, but that's neither here nor there. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a very niche RPG. I'm actually surprised it did so well, to be honest with you, because the first one was extremely niche, popular over time.
Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 did way better than expected.
Of course,
I mean, it was expected to be good, but damn.
as people bought it on sale and got experience with it, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 hitting it out the water, I mean, that is insane. And I don't really consider it to be an Xbox game, but that's fine. Let's see how it did on Xbox. Minus 85.7% players for the slot of number 34 most popular Xbox game from February 10 to February 16th. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, minus 97.3% players. Number 185 most popular Xbox game from February 24 to March 2nd. Were any of these games Game Pass games? Now, I know Monster Hunter Wild's not a Game Pass game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I'm sure, was not a Game Pass game. And I don't think Pirate Yakuza was, at least not day one. And if it is, you can correct me, but let me see if I can find out. Yeah, as you guys can see here, as of March 30th, Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is not available on Xbox Game Pass and requires a separate purchase. So these people are not, like, they're comparing non-Game Pass games to a Game Pass game. They're trying to say Avowed is so popular.
I mean, again, this is true, but I don't think Avowed still beats Monster Hunter Wilds, even if it's free to play versus not. I mean, damn.
Because everybody's playing. It's the number 4 most popular
Yeah.
Xbox game. Look how great
True.
Avowed is. It's like, bro,
Bless
you
you.
are trying to compare yourself. Oh my God, dude. You are a Game Pass game. You are the whore of the group. You are the fat chick that's in the group of hot girls. That's literally what it is, bro. You are the fat chick in the group of hot girls, right? Monster Hunter Wilds is banging, right? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, great RPG. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza, unbelievably fucking fun. I cannot wait to finish reviewing that game. And then you got Avowed, the Game Pass game. The game that's getting hoarded out, it's getting rented out, and it's trying to celebrate itself because it is the one that got fucked the most. What the hell is going on here? I cannot believe the insane levels of cope that some of these journalists will be willing to go to just to try to make their shill video game seem more popular than the big boys. You can't hang with the big boys, man. The obvious omission here on the AAA development levels, Assassin's Creed.
Well, as a modern day journalism company, whatever the fuck this is supposed to be called, well, I mean, if you can't write good articles, you might as well try to get rage bait. It is what it is. It's life. What a time to be alive.
Creed Shadows, because I'm waiting on the full first week of data. The incomplete data suggests it is on track to finish a third among these games between Monster Hunter Wilds and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 until
What? What? This doesn't even track, because I looked at Assassin's Creed Shadows when it came to Xbox Play. Day 1, launch day. It wasn't even in the top goddamn 20. This is how you know this is a bunch of lies. Because I followed Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Microsoft's official top game tracker for Xbox. It was like ranked 23 or something like that. Peak on release when it came to Xbox. And the next day, it wasn't even in the top 50. God knows where the fuck it was. So you're gonna tell me Assassin's Creed Shadows somehow not even breaching top 20 peak at its peak performance point on Xbox, which means it probably had like 500, maybe 1K players, if I'm being generous. And it didn't even breach that? Are you kidding me? That's insane. That's so bad. And you're gonna tell me no Assassin's Creed Shadows is doing good? This is how you know that this article is complete bull. Absolute 100% bull. Well, we all expected it again. Like, saying Avowed is a winner is hot garbage. Anyway, that was Hypnotic. Or Hypno the Pokemon. Pick one. Whatever. Have a nice day. Bye.